London Mayor, you're a disgrace. You're disgusting. You do not deserve to be in that position, not when the welfare, the well-being...
Public backlash against Sadiq Khan. Has the mayor lost his grip on London? You're not going to believe what just happened in London. The mayor, Sadiq Khan, faced a wave of public outrage not behind closed doors, not on social media alone but right out in the open, in full public view. Crowds gathered, voices raised, and frustration spilled over. Ordinary citizens, the very people who once placed their trust in him, made it crystal clear that patience is running thin. And now, the big question hangs in the air. Is Sadiq Khan losing control of London? For years, Khan has been one of the most visible political figures in Britain. Twice elected as London's mayor, he has stood as a symbol of diversity, resilience, and progressive politics. But lately, cracks are starting to show. This most recent confrontation wasn't just about one single policy. It was about something bigger. It was about leadership, trust, and whether Khan still connects with the mood of the city he governs. At the center of this latest storm? Public anger over rising costs of living, the controversial expansion of the ultra-low emission zone known as ULEZ, and a sense that ordinary Londoners are paying the price for policies they never asked for. During a recent appearance, citizens shouted him down, accusing him of ignoring their struggles. Videos circulated online within minutes. One clip showed a man yelling, "We can't afford this anymore, you don't live like us, you don't understand." Another voice, from the crowd, added, "London is burning while politicians smile." It was raw, emotional, and unfiltered. And the reaction? Social media lit up instantly. One Londoner tweeted, "Finally, people are speaking up. This city doesn't feel like it's run for us anymore." Another posted, "Khan keeps saying ULEZ is about health, but what about families who can't even get to work now without being fined?" The frustration is real, and it's not just the usual opposition voices stirring the pot. This is coming from everyday citizens, taxi drivers, small business owners, parents struggling with school runs, and pensioners just trying to survive on fixed incomes. Of course, Khan and his supporters argue differently. The mayor insists that ULEZ is a bold, necessary step to cut pollution and save lives. "This is about cleaner air for our children," he said many times. And environmental groups back him, pointing out that London has long struggled with toxic air quality that harms public health. But here's the problem. Policy success on paper doesn't always translate into lived reality on the ground. And when people feel squeezed, unheard, and punished by their own government, anger grows fast. This isn't the first time Sadiq Khan has faced backlash. From violent crime in London to transport strikes and rising rents, critics argue his leadership has been reactive, not proactive. Nigel Farage recently commented in an interview, "Londoners are paying the price for a mayor who puts ideology over practicality." Meanwhile, Conservative MPs have seized on the public outrage, calling it proof that Khan is out of touch. One MP bluntly stated, "If this continues, he'll be remembered not as the man who cleaned London's air, but as the man who broke its spirit." Even within Labour, there are whispers. A Labour insider told one paper, "The backlash is dangerous. It risks spilling into national politics, and Starmer knows it." But here's where it gets even more interesting. Despite all the outrage, Khan still commands significant support in certain parts of London. Communities hit hardest by pollution, particularly in inner-city areas, say the mayor is doing what others were too afraid to do. One mother from South London told the BBC, "Yes, it's tough. But my child has asthma. If this helps even a little, I support it." That's the divide we're seeing right now, a London split between those who feel betrayed and those who still believe Khan's policies are worth the cost. So what does this all mean? Well, moments like this can make or break a political career. Being heckled in public, being called out by citizens face-to-face, that sticks. It creates an image, a narrative, that no press release can undo. And the timing could not be worse. With national elections on the horizon, with Labour pushing hard to present themselves as the party of stability and competence, Khan's controversies could spill over onto Keir Starmer's broader campaign. Already, headlines are asking, if Khan can't calm London, what does it mean for Labour's grip on the country? The truth is this. Londoners are restless. They feel ignored, they feel overburdened, and they're not afraid to shout it from the streets anymore. And while Khan continues to defend his record, pointing to cleaner buses, housing projects, and investments in policing. The perception right now is different. The perception is that London is slipping away from him. Which raises the question, has Sadiq Khan finally reached his breaking point as mayor? Or is this just another Storm Hill weather, as he has so many times before? One thing is certain, the voices of the people have never been louder. And no matter what Khan does next, he can't ignore them. Because this wasn't just heckling. This was London speaking back directly, unapologetically, and for the whole world to see. And the question that lingers, if this is just the beginning, how much deeper will the backlash go? So what do you think, is Khan being unfairly attacked for trying to do the right thing? Or has he completely lost touch with the people he's meant to serve? Either way, London is at a crossroads. And the mayor's future may depend on which side the people choose.